All right, so Giselle, let's talk to mortgage brokers and mortgage lenders. What can they do also to be proactive? We just talked about what realtors can do, but talk about a little bit about the products and understanding the products and how that plays a process. There's an HO3, there's an HO6, there's a DP1. This stuff can get complicated if you're not in the insurance industry. So what's the best advice you give to a mortgage broker or a mortgage lender out there?
The best advice I can give you is to work with a really good agent that you can rely on, that can be very quick, that you can just shoot off an email and say, hey, I have this loan that's going to be, getting it clear to close, but before anything, I want to see what the insurance rates are going to be to make sure that debt to income ratio is not an issue. So that is one of the vital things to get them to the closing table, but also the eligibility. So as soon as you can, don't wait on the realtor, don't wait on the buyer. A lot of times they're overwhelmed. This might be their first home. They might not know who to go to or what to say when they call their insurance agent. So having someone that you can rely on is one of the most vital things. So sending that off to them and then checking to see if that debt to income ratio is going to be an issue due to the insurance. Many times we can do certain things, take a larger deductible, maybe lower certain other endorsements or coverages that maybe aren't required for the closing, that they can possibly add on at a later date when they're able. But in the meantime, we can reduce the cost to make it fit for the client and for the loan.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I think one of the things that we adapted, I was telling you, before when we were talking about insurance, one of the things we've done is we've made it part of our approval process. I require all of our processors to actually request the 4-point wind mitigation from the clients, because we want to make sure, that we've talked about this before, but there are some insurance companies will force you to fix anything that's on the 4-point. Some may not, right? Work with great agents, so all those options. But what you don't want to have happen in the mortgage world, that all of a sudden, the client waited on to get their insurance policy, and then the agent says, hey, you have to fix this, and because we weren't involved early enough. So I would tell mortgage lenders, mortgage brokers, whatever the way you're doing, we've implemented it into our process. I make my processors request that data up front so that we can help control that narrative along with our realtor partners and the buyers to make sure that we're not going to run into any issues later on. So anyways, great stuff. Thank you very much, Giselle. It's been a pleasure having you here. Super excited. We'll provide you all of her contact information. So if you guys need anything from the lending space, you'll have our information to speak with one of our great loan officers. And again, thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for having me.
Awesome.